After a period of silence that many assumed would disrupt their dominance, BTS have returned in unmistakably explosive fashion. Their fifth studio album, ARIRANG, not only debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, but also signaled something far greater, a recalibration of global music dynamics. This is no longer just a comeback, it is a cultural event with structural impact. 7th #1, Beyond Achievement, Toward a New Benchmark. ARIRANG marks BTS's 7th #1 on the Billboard 200, yet calling it merely an achievement feels insufficient. In an era where the global music industry is increasingly fragmented by streaming platforms and algorithm-driven consumption, repeatedly debuting at #1 indicates something deeper. BTS have evolved beyond the definition of a traditional artist. They now function as a self-sustaining ecosystem of fandom, consumption, and influence. More importantly, this milestone comes immediately after the group completed mandatory military service and reunited as a full lineup. It challenges a long-standing K-pop assumption that hiatus leads to decline. For BTS, the hiatus acted as an accumulation phase, intensifying anticipation and amplifying impact upon return. 641,000 units, a blueprint of market power. According to Billboard, ARIRANG earned 641,000 album units in its first week. While impressive on the surface, the real insight lies in its composition. Of that total, 532,000 were pure sales. In a streaming-dominated era, such a figure is extraordinary. It reveals a fanbase with an unusually high level of commitment, one that doesn't just stream music but actively purchases and owns it. Each BTS release thus becomes a coordinated consumption event. Simultaneously, the album recorded 95,000 SEA units, equivalent to 99.1 million on-demand streams. This demonstrates that BTS are not lagging in the streaming race. In fact, they dominate both ends of the spectrum, traditional sales and digital consumption. Very few artists globally can sustain this dual dominance. From The Life of a Showgirl to ARIRANG, a structural comparison. Billboard compared BTS's performance to The Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift, which sold approximately 4 million units in its debut week last year. On paper, BTS falls short, but the comparison itself is revealing. The gap between 641,000 and 4 million is not simply a matter of scale, it reflects fundamentally different market ecosystems. Taylor Swift operates within the US market with strong cultural and linguistic advantages. BTS, by contrast, are a Korean act achieving these numbers across borders, languages, and cultural contexts. Their success is not just commercial, it is structurally transformative. Simultaneous domination in the US and the UK. Beyond the US, ARIRANG also topped the official album chart in the United Kingdom. Leading both markets simultaneously is no longer just a double win, it is evidence of global cultural authority. For years, K-pop was framed as an imported wave in Western markets. BTS have flipped that narrative. They are no longer entering the market, they are co-authoring its trends. ARIRANG, therefore, stands not only as an album but as a symbol of shifting cultural power from east to west. ARIRANG, more than a comeback album. What makes ARIRANG exceptional is not its success, success is almost expected from BTS. The real breakthrough lies in what it proves. BTS's influence is not cyclical, but enduring. Years into their career, after military service, and amid a rapidly evolving industry, BTS can return and immediately reclaim the top position. This demonstrates that they are not merely a product of their era, they are one of the forces shaping it. In 2026, as the global music industry faces unprecedented competition and fragmentation, ARIRANG emerges as a clear statement: BTS are not returning to participate in the game. They are returning to redefine its rules.